Well, just got back from my morning run and it was hard. I did not want to get up at all, bro. And I didn't get up. I didn't get up for around, I think, 30-ish minutes. But I finished the run. But alright, let's get started. My name is Jay. I help young men with recurring sexual problems through mental and identity switches. I talk about my experiences and the things that I've been through and expose all the things that go on. Just get straight into it. What changed sex for me? When I first started out, having sex, a lot of people they would tell me like a bunch of these tactics, like do this, do it for her pleasure, do it all for her enjoyment. Don't do it for your own thing. All this like slow motion with the ocean type of thing. And I mean, I followed all of that type of advice when I actually like first got into it, but it didn't like give me the like what I expected. I had always expected like sex to be like this magical thing, like this, like people would hype it up so much, and like oh shit, I'm about to try this. I'm about to do it myself. Like damn, bro, I was like fuck. It's like I was hyped up. Like I was talking to my friends about it, and they was like, oh yeah. I remember the first time I actually did come back and they did find out. We all started celebrating. Everybody in the hallway was just jumping up and down like all happy and shit. Like it was just a little retarded, but we did that. And but the experience itself, it wasn't so like magical. The only thing like there was like so many like anxious thoughts in my head, like just like so many thoughts of like can I do this? Like will she let me do this? Does she like it? Like am I doing it wrong? Am I doing it right? I mean she was giving me verbal cues as well, like tricks and shit that I've been told, like slowly like kissing on her neck, slowly going down, like doing that type of shit. And she told me like it was my first time, and she said like it's not your first time. Like she started getting a little upset about that fact. She's telling me like this isn't your first time. Like you've done this before, and I'm like, I mean I took it as a compliment, cause like it's your first time. Like she telling you it's not. What you gotta do? Argue with her? No, I'm gonna take it, but go down on her. Like that would be like the ritual thing that I would do. It would be like slow kissing, and then we slowly get down, slowly like one over the other, and eventually like we just get down to it, and it'd be like slow like consensual shit. Consensual. I don't know what that word means, but it sounds a little funny. But even like chumps, like later on, I would like talk to friends about it. Like sometimes like randoms, I'd be like, oh, like what's like your first experience like? And they was telling me, oh, I did this, and I was like, bro, low key, I wish I didn't go down on her. I didn't wish because it just brought so much like troubles in my head. I was like, what? This shit is not fun. I literally like went limp multiple times, like giving her head, and I was like, now really what I'm trying to always do, it wasn't really like enjoyable for me. They tell me, they told me that I'm a fucking dickhead for that. Like, why don't you go down? I remember a dude he was telling me a story that his first time was he literally just went down on her. She went down on him. I was like, damn, bro. I mean, he pulled out the religious card, like, oh, I'm religious, so I didn't do. I was like, bro. Mm-hmm. All right, bro. All right, you're religious, like, okay. Because I mean, if you're really religious, you wouldn't really be doing nothing at all. Now, not to hate on religion or anything, but like, do your own thing, bro. But overall, I was just like so like scared. I didn't like really know I was able to like let out this level of aggression with me, like this level of like power and like pull. Like I go like the words that everybody like aura, give off this type of fucking aura. Like I would just be uncomfortable to let that side out of me. It was like an animalistic feeling that I would get. And like I remember the first time I ever like fully let it out was in And there's this one spot. It's called this one restaurant. It's called Paris Baguette. It is fucking phenomenal. It tastes amazing. First time I tried it, that same girl, she took me there and like introduced me to it. Fucking love the sandwiches. It's like one of the best things. The donuts, beautiful. It tastes so fucking good. Like I love it. It's bad. It's really bad for like what's it called? It's like mad unhealthy, but it's something I'm willing to risk every time and time again. But I was there. I was at that spot, and I remember that just like something clicked, and I just fully like went full aggression mode, and everything just disappeared. In that moment, all that really existed was her and me in that moment, and in the truck or where we was at. That's everything. The only thought that was in my mind. There's this one guy at the high school that I heard rumor that he would fuck around and take bitches like for lunch, like get it going, and then bring him back to school. And I was like, damn, like he really like that. He really doing that. And I bet you he was a football player, like big muscular motherfucker. I was like, damn, bro. And I literally I was imagining, damn, I'm just like that. I was just fucking macking it, going at it. My body like used all of its, I don't want to say resources, but all of its like fucking power that it's been like holding up for such a long time. I remember like it was like mad fucking like sweat, like it was so sweaty. Yeah, that's crazy to say, but it was a fucking amazing experience. Later on, like after that, I I don't know if it was a little too much for my body, but I remember like almost like losing my head in that experience. I almost like forgot like, where I was. I was I don't know if anybody ever taken psychedelics. It was like a mini ego death. I don't know. They say that that shit comes back every somewhat. My cat's just playing with its tail right now, but said that shit comes back every like certain amount of time after you've taken them. But yeah, that was the first experience, first time it happened. Felt amazing. It was fucking phenomenal. Now the second time this thing this I guess this state this present state that I was like full presence in was like around. This was like a couple months later. Second time it happened like fully, and it happened a little differently. This girl, she called me up to, like we were like on and off, and I had just came back, like we had just gotten like I guess quote unquote back together, but like no like relationship. It's like when I like started to shift in my into like my beliefs on relationships and like how like they're a little more evil than we think. But she called me over, and we both knew why she called me over. We both knew like it was just to fuck. Like in the messages you could see clearly, it's just to get a nut off. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Let's fucking go. So I go over, and it just as soon as we go down, everything just gets to it immediately. No fucking break, no nothing. And in it, and I remember having the same thoughts like, I'm fucking gonna destroy this bitch. I'm just gonna mac it in. But I remember just the only thought again in my head this time. It was just keep going, keep going, keep going. You could go harder. You could go stronger. And I was going at a certain level. Jesus Christ, my cat is bugging. I was going at a certain level where, like, I would think, this is like the max. This is the maximum I can do. But then I would keep going another level and then another level. And I'd be able to go even harder and harder and harder, and like to the point where I was like unable like to breathe at all. I was just keep going. Like my stamina was like very. It was like man. I mean now I train. I do like stamina training and all that, but it was pretty fucking good for like no training at all. But I just there was just another level more that I was able to go, and I was able to push myself even harder and harder in the same present state of like full focus, full presence, full. It was in the night. It was just her and me. There was like a moment in time as well where I just like started to become more softer, like more like I guess sounds horrible, but more like I gave more fucks. I started to care more about like her safety, but that like actively changed the way I started fucking as well. I stopped fucking with this like veracity, with this like power that I like used to when I didn't really give a shit. But and there was like a time where she even told me that. She told me that like, hey, like we just finished, and she was like, I don't remember if it was in messages or not, but she said, I want you to go like be more aggressive. It was something along those lines. Like be more aggressive. I don't really remember, but that was a shocker to me. I was like, yo, like I'm this guy who tells people to be more fucking aggressive. I'm over here being told to be more aggressive. That was like not a shattering experience, but it was more of a like shit. Like why is that happening? And I realized it's because I started caring more. I started to like give more like care for this one girl. Then I started realizing, damn, that is probably what would happen if I got into a relationship. I would like start to care more, and it I don't like I don't really know how it would like really work in like marriage and stuff like that, because like then that's your spouse. Like I think that's why you have to continue to like fuck with that veracity, with that like fucking power, aggression, like animal mode, even if you're like in a relationship, even if it's not like for like casual or like degenerate, you should still like have that for like your lover, or like that one girl you really love. But she said that, and I'm shocker. So when I started to kind of realize that, it'd be like the cute little Hello Kitty girl. She was like a Hello Kitty girl, like very sweet, sweet, small and petite. And like she told me once, like, oh, like people like don't think I'd be fucking. People don't think they're like shocked when they find out, oh, she be like out. And I was like, I'd be shocked too, cause when I first saw her, I was like, man, she don't do nothing. She's like sweet, sweetheart. She don't do like it'd be like the most smallest, like most innocent looking girls that are the most the like cum sluts. And I was like, that was another shocker to me. I'd see it time and time again, and I'd be like, damn, bro, what the fuck? Come on, man. Like I'm trying to like the good girl myth. Maybe they're out there, maybe they're not, but one of us will find it. We'll see. There's one last experience where there was like I unlocked this that state again, but like even more. It was off to a rocky start. I wasn't really like in the moment. I wasn't really like turned on all the way, but like once I kicked into it and started going doing my usual like shit, I got. I was like, it almost felt like first like maybe like 5 minutes. I was already ready to finish, but I'm sure that like people know edging is all that shit. But started doing that, and I was able to control it. I was able to hold it, and it was like like that like brought immense pleasure to the whole experience. I haven't really done that before, and I was like I enjoyed it a lot more. She enjoyed it a lot more. Another thing, the harder you fuck, the more likely she is to come back. I've had this happen multiple times. The harder you fuck it, the more likely she is to come back to you. So make sure you put in the work. Well, this is the end of the video. I hope you learned something. Keep going and become unforgettable.